Hello everyone. The question for today is longest repeating non-overlapping substring. In this video, we'll be solving this problem by dynamic programming. So let us know what we'll do here. So here I have a string where we have to find the substring which is repeating as well as non-overlapping. Here if you can see, this ET is repeating 2 times. So as it is repeating but it is not overlapping with each other. That means they are not disturbing each other. They are not sharing their string. As well as it should be substring. That is, it should be continuous. Then if I take the example banana. Banana, you can see AN is repeated again 2 times. The substring is AN, where AN has been repeated but it is not overlapping. Now if we see the third example where I have AABA, it is also repeated 2 times. But what if I take the middle one? This middle one can only be valid if we have overlapping allowed. So I won't be considering this, as we have to find out the repeating as well as non-overlapping substring. So let's understand this with the help of dynamic programming. Here I have taken the example NETA SETA, where if you see closely, this ETA has been repeated 2 times. So it can be repeated either 2, 3 or 4 times. So let's imagine it has been repeated for 2 times. ETA and ETA. That there are 2 repeated characters. So we'll be taking 2 variables over here. One among will be I and the other one will be J. As like this. Now so as to confirm whether these 2 are repeating, we'll be checking all the characters left to both I and J. As here we have I and here we have J. So we'll be checking for T, then E. So we can say if this is S, I is equal to S of J. That means if A is matching with A, then I'll be making the other matrix where its IJ will be equal to this, as A is matching 1 plus, then it will be checking for I minus 1. That means this T, as it is at left, and J minus 1, the left character of J. Here 1 is for, as we were checking for this A. If they are matching with each other, then we will start looking for its left character. If it is matching, then we will look for its left character, and after that its left character. If SI is not equal to J, then else we will fill it to be 0. But also we have the condition non-overlapping. Non-overlapping means the distinct character of that particular string. Let's understand this by plotting it. And here we have this condition. So I'll take this condition and we'll start plotting the matrix. So here I'll take 2D matrix, where here I'll have I and the other one J. Now the first condition, I need to make sure, let's say when I have this example and here I have I and this is J, which is at the last of my substring. So I need to make sure that this J should not come in the area of this I. That means if my I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, that means I have I over here. So the area of J will be, let's say if it is 0, then J will be iterating from 1 onwards, 1 to n minus 1. And if I is equal to 1, that means J will iterate from 2 onwards. So I can say if I is equal to 1, j will be iterating from 2 to at the last. Then if I is equal to 2, that means if it is iterating from t, then j will be iterating from 3 onwards to last of the string. So with this, we'll get the condition I will be less than j and will not be entertaining the condition if I is greater than j. So if I is supposed to be smaller than j, that means I is 1 over here. So whenever we have j is equal to 0, it will not be entertained. So I'll do cross over here. Similarly, if I is equal to 2, j is equal to 1 will not be allowed and it all be cross. Let's put cross over here. Now comes the part when I is equal to j. That means if I have to deal with I with I. That means I have just one character over here. So imagine if I have just one character in my string, so it won't be repeated. So I can simply put 0 over here. Now I'll be writing my characters also over here and ETASETA. Same with this and ETASETA. So that we can match it with each other. Now I need to make sure if my ith character is matching with jth character, then I'll be taking that as matching, and after that I'll be checking its left character with I minus 1 and j minus 1. Let's see over here. So I need to match whether n is matching with e. No. As n is not matching with e, I'll put here 0 as it is. Now I'll be checking for n. Is n matching with t? No. So I'll put 0 over here. Similarly, is n matching with a? No. So I'll put 0 over here. Similarly, it's not matching with s, neither a, neither t nor a. Now for the next. Is e matching with t? No. So here it will go to else part and here I'll put 0. So a is matching with a? No. 0. Is e matching with s? No. Now if I see, is e matching with e for this character? That means here we got this if condition. Ith is matching with jth character. E is matching with e. So here I'll take this 1 for this matching and then I'll go to its left letter. As you can see, if I write here NETASETA, ith is 1 here and j is at 5th here. So here I and j, after matching this e, as I got this e over here, I'll put 1 plus and will start looking for its left character. So here I got this I minus 1 and j minus 1 at this. So I'll be looking for its diagonal. And here I have 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Similarly, I'll be looking for e with t. Is e matching with t? No. So here I'll go to else and will put over 0. Then e is matching with a? No. So I'll put 0 over here. Then I'll be looking for this t. Is t matching with this a? No. So I'll put 0 over here. Is t matching with this s? No. So I'll put 0 over here. Similarly, t is not matching with e. Now when I look for this t, t is matching with t. So I'll put 1 plus as they are matching with each other and will look for its diagonal, which is 1. So here I'll get 1 plus 1 as 2. Then I'll be looking for t is matching with a. No. So it will go to else part and will have 0. Then I'll be looking for this a. Here is a matching with s? No. So it will go to else part and we will have 0. Is A matching with E? No, 0. Is A matching with T? 0. Is A matching with A? This time it is matching with A. So here I'll put 1 plus as A is matching with A and will look for its diagonal, which is 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Then I'll be looking for the next. Is S matching with E? No. So here it will be 0. Is S matching with T? No, 0. Is S matching with A? No, 0. Then I'll be looking for this E. Is E matching with T? 0. Is E matching with A? No. So 0. Then I'll be looking for this T. Is T matching with A? No. So here I'll get 0. Now after performing this dynamic programming, I have to look for the maximum of all of them, which is 3. So 3 will be the answer, which is at 3, 7. 3, 7 is this A. Then I need to look for its 3 characters, which is ETA, as I am looking for the left characters. The last characters were at 3 and 7, which is A. So this is how we need to perform dynamic programming. But there is a problem. There is a corner case over here. Let's say here we have some value which is greater than j minus I. That means here the value j index minus ith index, if it is greater than, then you need to put 0 over there. This is probably the condition of overlapping. I have taken the example in the starting of the video where I have this AABA and this AABA, but I also have this AABA in the middle, but this middle substring is overlapping with one and second substring, so I need not to include this. Let's take this example and perform dynamic programming on this so as to understand clearly. So here I have taken the same example on ith axis as well as jth, and taking the first condition, I should be less than j. So these part will not be included. So here I have put cross before only. Then the second one, if I need to have just ith, that means just one character in my string. That means if I have just A, so A cannot repeat itself. So I'll be putting 0 over here for all of the diagonal one. Then I need to look for all the characters. So let's start filling up with dynamic programming. You know the condition. If this ith string, if ith character is matching with jth character, then I need to include that particular character as well as I need to look for its diagonal part also. Diagonal as in its left character. So here we are on A, so I need to fill up this so as to have looking for this characters. So is A matching with A? Yes. So I need to put 1 plus as A is matching with A, but also I have to look for its diagonal, as I don't have any diagonal element over here. So I'll be putting just 1. So I'll put here 1 over here. Then I'll be looking for A is matching with B. No. So I'll be putting 0 as per this else condition. Similarly, is A matching with A? I'll be putting 1, but I don't have any diagonal element. Upper diagonal I don't have. So I'll put just 1. Similarly, A is matching with A, so 1. A is not matching with B, 0. A is matching with A. As A is matching with A, I'll be taking 1, but I don't have upper diagonal. So I'll be imagining it as 0 over here. So here I got 1. Similarly, here also 1. This is 0 and this is 1. Here for A, similarly, A is not matching with B. So 0, A is matching with A. So I am supposed to have 1 plus as well as its diagonal. So 1 plus 0 is Then is A matching with A? Yes. 1 plus its diagonal element, which is 1, which is 2. Then is A matching with B? No. So it will go to else part and we'll put 0 over here. Is A matching with A? Yes. So 1 plus as it is matching with each other and the diagonal element, which is 0. So I'll get 1 over here. Then A is matching with A. 1 plus this diagonal element 2. Then A is matching with B. No. 0. A is matching with A. Yes. 1 plus the diagonal element is 0, which is 1. Then I'll be looking for this B. Is B matching with A? No. So I'll directly put 0. Then is B matching with A? No. 0. Is B matching with B? This time, yes. So I'll put 1 as B is matching with B, as well as I'll copy this 2 over here. And here I'll get 3. Similarly, B is not matching with A, nor A. Then B is matching with B. Yes, 1 plus and the diagonal element. And here we got 3. Is B matching with A? No, so 0. Now I'll be checking for A. Is A matching with A? Yes, so I'll be taking 1 plus and the diagonal element, which is 0. And here I got 1. Is A matching with B? No, so I'll put directly 0. Is A matching with A? Yes, 1 plus and the diagonal element, which is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. But why I have written this 0 over here? This is the twist point. As I have told you in the earlier part of my video, this is AABA, which is detecting it. But also I have this overlapping part. Now, so as to ignore this, I need to make sure that the value I am filling over here should be smaller than j minus I. So if I see here, j is 6 and I is 3. So j minus I is 6 minus 3, which is 3. But my value coming here is 4. And 4 is greater than 3. If I am including this 4, that means I am including this overlapping part. I need not to include this overlapping part. So as to avoid this overlapping, I'll just put 0 over here. That's why I have included this example, so as to highlight that the value, if I am including here, should not be greater than j minus I. So here I'll put 0 directly. So at the same hand, I need to look for the value I am filling over here should not be greater than j minus I. So let's proceed further. Now here A is matching with A. Yes. So here I'll get 1 plus 0. I'll directly write 1. Then is A matching with B? No, 0. Is A matching with A? 1 plus here this 3. This is 4. So I need to check whether 4 is greater than j minus I. J is 9 minus 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. So this value comes within this j minus I. So I'll put 4 over here. Similarly, I'll go for this A. A is not matching with B. A is matching with A. So 1 plus 0 will be 1. Then is A matching with A? Yes. So I'll put 1 plus 0. Then is A matching with B? No. A is matching with A? Yes. 1 plus 0 will be 1. Similarly for B, I'll go fast. B is matching with A? No. B is matching with A? No. B is matching with B this time. 1 plus 1 will be 2. B is matching with A? No. Then we'll go for A. Is A matching with A? Yes. 1 plus 0 will be 1. A is matching with B? No. A is matching with A? Yes. 2 plus 1, 3. Is A matching with B? Then we'll be going for A. Is A matching with B? 0. A is matching with A? Yes. 1 plus 0 will be 1. Then we'll be going for B. Is B matching with A? No. and the maximum of all of them is 4, which is this AABA, and it is repeated for the 2 times. So this is how this dynamic programming will be performed. Now let's go to Python program, and we'll be going to PyCharm, and this will be same as we have done over in the open board. So first of all, I'll make the 2D matrix, then I'll be filling up from 1 to last, but J will be performed from I plus 1 to N plus 1, which is if it is AABA. Let's say if I is over here and J is over here, then J will not be interrupting over here in the ith part. Then here I have taken the Python program, including 0, I have taken this I minus 1 and J minus 1. If they are equal, as well as should be less than J minus I, then it will be going to its diagonal part, as well as the matched part will be denoted by 1 plus, and then we'll be taking the max of all of them. And at last, so as to know the substring, will be performing index minus res underscore length plus 1 to index plus 1. Now if we come to its time complexity, here we have seen when I is at 0, J is proceeding from 1 to N minus 1. If I is at 1, then J will proceed from 2 to N minus 1. So if I sum up, it will be as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus N minus 2 plus N minus 1. Now if I sum it up, it will be N minus 1 divided by 2, which is somewhere going to have O of N square. And then we are filling up the dynamic programming with the help of its diagonal. So it will somehow take order of 1. So the time complexity will be order of N square into order of 1. So it will be order of N square. And space complexity will also be order of N square, as we are taking the help of dynamic programming. So hope you understood this concept. I'll be uploading this Python program on my GitHub link, which is in the description below. So if you understood this video, please like my video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So see you with the next concept. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.